Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Anubis here with a brand new video for you guys today, and welcome to the video. Hope you all feel good, looking, smelling good. Hope you all had a good weekend, and I hope you all are ready for a fresh batch of content this week. Today's video, we're actually going to do, I don't want to call it a review, but like just a little discussion piece. I guess you can call it a review, whatever you want to call it, for Warzone 2.0. I kind of been like waiting. When it comes to my reviews, what tells people is I don't want to just throw reviews out. I take my time with the game. I make sure I'm experiencing what I could experience and, getting to the nitty gritty. A lot of people out there are giving you opinions without even playing the game. And before we get into this video, I just want to say this: stop listening to these people who don't even play the games. You have people out there telling you how good or how bad a game is that they haven't even touched. They're giving you their opinion based off what they saw on YouTube or what they saw on someone's Twitch stream. You have people who tell you, about Battlefield 2042 who haven't even played it since the game came out a year ago. So they don't know what the game's like in 2022, but they're gonna tell you, if you think it's good, you're coping and things like that. Stop listening to people who don't play the games. Listen to people who are actually out here grinding their ass off, putting in real time into these games. Stop listening to these frauds out here who are trying to tell you what your opinion should be, your opinion shouldn't be, and aren't playing the games. And also stop listening to people who aren't experiencing the games. That is a very key word. People who aren't experiencing the game. What do I mean by experiencing the game? Well, there's people out there who will play the game, but they're not really trying to, actually play it, in terms of they're not moving around the maps. They're not, engaging in combat. They're not doing anything other than trying to be, scary or, stationary and things like that. And I ain't talk about camping in itself, but like even when it comes to Warzone, I've seen people talk about Warzone in a way that just doesn't make sense to me as someone who's been playing the game. Like I've seen people say that the map is too big and there aren't enough people, that it's hard to find people, and I'm like, are you playing the same game as me? Because when me and my friends are playing Warzone, we are constantly finding people. Like I'm averaging 6 kills a game of Warzone, and in that I'm also getting like 10 kill games, 14 kill games. I'm constantly getting in fights. My teammates are also getting kills too. We're always in fights. And it's like, how are y'all sitting here saying that you're not finding people to shoot at, and you're not finding anyone to engage with? There's not enough money. It's like, we always have money. It's just like, what are y'all talking? Like, are y'all experiencing the game? And the reason why I say they're probably not experiencing the game, here's what people do in battle royales. A lot of people in battle royales, what they'll do is they'll drop late and they'll go to like some far off area, and then they just like inch their way, around the map. They'll basically loop the area that they land at, damn near to a point where they've been sitting there for like 5-10 minutes. Then they're like, all right, let's go ahead and start moving. Then they're just inching their way. They're being very sneaky. They're not, really running around. They're just trying to like survive, essentially. Then by the time they get to like the top 10 or whatever, then they're like, man, I can't find anybody. And it's like, because you're not trying to. You landed so far away. Of course you're not going to find anybody when you land so far away. It's like, oh, I can't find money. It's like, this game has money all over the place. Not only that, there's like these cash registers that you can go to at any gas station or store that gives you money. There's also contracts all over the place that gives you so much money. Hell, there's one contract where all you gotta do is the easiest contract in known to mankind when it comes to just getting some cash. All you have to do is plant C4 on 3 safes, and those 3 safes gives you thousands of dollars each. So there's no reason people would be like, there's no money in this game and I can't find anybody. You're not trying to find anybody. That's the reality of it. You just see my Warzone clips. This is what this is. We're constantly getting into engagements, and this is the most Warzone I've been playing, period. Like, I played Warzone a little bit, back in with the original one, not a lot, because I was playing other games, and in Gulag and Warzone 1 combined with the Warzone 2, I have like an 80% win record, win percentage when it comes to Gulag. I don't lose Gulags. It's very, very rare for me to lose Gulag. I'm very good at 1v1s, but which is also why I get like a lot of kills in Warzone in general, because I'm very good at just getting 1v1s and winning gunfights. That's kind of like my core, skill in FPS games, is I'm just good at winning my gunfights. Like, not everyone's gunfights, just my gunfights. I'm good at making sure I'm good. And so I feel like 90% of the issues that I experience with Warzone, and what I hear other people say, is they don't correlate. Like, when I play Warzone, my biggest beef with the game is kind of just how weird loadouts are. Like I feel like you almost never find loadouts, and the way the loadouts work in this game, let me rewind a little bit, is that every few minutes in the game they'll just randomly drop loadout boxes. You don't buy them like you do in the previous Warzone, and I don't mind that, but it just seems like it's very like weird because whenever me and my friends are playing and we hear like the little announcement saying loadout drops are incoming, they're always so far from like where we're at, and we'll be like we're always in zone, and like I said, we're always getting into fights. Like we almost never have our freaking loadouts because it just seemed like it never lands near us, and we're just kind of like whatever. Like I spend most of my time just buying whatever guns that I want to use from the thing, because you can't individually buy your customized guns from the buy stations, which is cool. Generally I do like this Warzone. Like I've been playing, I played this Warzone, I want to say like as a total more, but I feel like I've been playing it more often. Like when I came to the previous Warzone, I would play it sparingly. I would play it here and there. I'll play it when I was bored and you know would jump on with friends. You know, it depends. And like I'll play it on multiple platforms. So like I play Warzone on PC and on Xbox. So whatever platform I had like turned on, and my friends like, hey, we need a third or a fourth for Warzone. You want to jump in? And I'll just jump in. But this Warzone, I've actively wanted to play it. I've actively wanted to play solos. I've actively wanted to play duos. I've actively wanted to play quads. Now, earlier I mentioned that people say they're having a hard time finding lobbies. Not finding lobbies, but finding people. And I kind of feel like, what are they playing? You know, I've been playing like a lot of quads, and I feel like in quads it's probably like, I don't know the actual numbers, so the numbers might be different. I don't know if anyone has released numbers, but I kind of feel like quads has the highest potential to have you get to gunfights, based off just the numbers game. It's 4 people in one squad. I think most of the community who plays Warzone is in quads. That's what I think. I think most of the community that plays Warzone are currently in quads. And I think some people who are complaining about the inability to find people to fight are playing the other modes. They're playing like solos, they're playing unhinged trios, they're playing like the third person battle royale as well, which I think is just unhinged trios. It's like you're gonna have a harder time finding people if you're playing a game mode where there's less people in the community playing in that game mode. And kind of unfortunate, but kind of at the same time understandable. So if you want to play Warzone, you want to be getting into more fights, play the game modes that people are actually playing in. You know, it's kind of like if I was playing 66s, I can't be mad that I can't find a lot of lobbies in, you know, like Mosh Pit or Search and Destroy or Headquarters, whatever, if most of the people who are playing 66 are playing Team Deathmatch and Domination. It's just simple math. But in general, when it comes to, I don't want this video to be too long, so we're just gonna like, there's no script. I keep telling you, there's never a script, so I kind of just like fumble around. But I feel like Warzone, and for this version of Warzone, it's actually pretty good. I feel like the time to kill is solid. For battle royale, at least. I don't think it's like perfect. You know, if anyone who knows me knows I prefer very low time to kills. I think that the core game time to kills too long. While you're on the scene, it's too short. But I think for this Warzone, the time to kill for battle royale is at a good bit. I haven't really experienced a lot of issues, like other than some lag. Like I definitely, there's definitely some times where I played Warzone, it was like super laggy. So hopefully they get that situated. I've had moments where like some games would just like randomly like crash out and you get dev error. I've had moments where we'll party up and then someone will get kicked out. So they're just like, and these are also like kind of issues that the core game has as well. So it's less Warzone issue and more Call of Duty issue that they need to figure these things out and get it working. But I generally don't mind Warzone. I think Warzone is fun, and quite honestly, I stopped playing Modern Warfare on after like Wednesday. Wednesday was the last time I played Modern Warfare, and like in terms of like the actual multiplayer, and I was only playing like Warzone, you know, like that Thursday night, and then like I didn't play multiplayer again until Sunday. And today's this video is being recorded on Monday, which hopefully you might actually see it on the same day that's being recorded. But like I stopped playing the game mostly because I just wasn't having fun. The game's been like miserable last week, and it's mostly because like I'm getting into so many lobbies where people are just running shotguns, and it's like it's just such a miserable freaking like experience. And so like I just stopped playing the game. That's kind of like how I work. if I'm not having fun, if I'm not enjoying myself, I just won't play the game. And so I'll go play something else. I'll go play Warzone, I'll go play Battlefield, I'll go play Halo, I'll go play something else. I'll just go play something else. And I don't want to like turn this video into like a, you know, Activision and Infinity Ward needs to fix this and fix that. It's a Warzone video. So I'm not going to, but I think Warzone 2 is better than Warzone 1 in terms of the map and how the gunplay is. I think when they start adding other things like what was the one like Rebirth, they start adding like things like Rebirth. I think that will make it a little bit better, and you start seeing like it really thriving. The DMZ I haven't tried out yet, so I can't really talk about DMZ too much at all because I haven't played it. I'm looking forward to what the future is for Warzone and how Warzone can you know be a better battle royale, because right now there's not a lot of battle royales that I value. I played Fortnite for a bit and kind of lost interest because just, you know, it was only fun for a little bit. Apex is kind of dead to me, and just I don't have fun Apex anymore. PUBG, I've only played a couple times and it was just like my first time playing PUBG on PC, I actually won, so it's like, you know, there's that. But I just don't, something about PUBG, I don't know if it's a visuals or what, I just don't connect with. Blood Hunt, it was fun for a bit, but now it's kind of just like meh. Naraka, I love Naraka, but I feel like the player base is just too small. So Warzone's kind of like that Goldilocks zone of battle royale where it's like everything's just right. You know, there's just enough players for it. There's just enough good gameplay. There's just enough variety. There's just enough everything for Warzone. So it's like, it's not perfect, but it's just right. And if someone's asked me, hey, how is Warzone 2? That's what I would say it is. It's the Goldilocks zone of battle royales where it's like, it's just right. It doesn't do anything amazing. It doesn't do anything like too terrible. It's laggy sometimes, but for the most part, Warzone 2 is just good. It's in that sweet spot. You know, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. You know, it's not too, you know, room temperature. It's just right there. It scratches that itch that needs to get scratched, and that's just fine for me. If there was things that I would improve about Warzone 2, you know, just to like throw some things out there, I feel like the gas it's just brutal. Like the even like the first wave of gas is a little brutal. Now I do kind of feel like, you know, it's not too bad. Like this is very nitpicky. This is a very nitpicky. It could be better, and that's just nerf the gas just a little bit, not a lot. Mostly don't even care. Like if they didn't do anything to the gas, I wouldn't care. But I gotta find something to nitpick about. That's what these kind of videos are. These kind of videos are just, sometimes you just find something very nitpicky to be like, I'm having fun so much, but I gotta find something to like say is not good, so people don't think I'm like a fanboy or some shit. So we're gonna end it right there. That's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you all enjoyed, leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. Do all things to algorithm likes, like the video, subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitch. Links have in the description below. Sure, Monday through Thursday, 16 Eastern to midnight. Play Warzone, play Battlefield 2, play Battlefield, play Halo, play single player games like God of War and Persona 5. We are a variety streamer, so we play any and everything, which is a blessing and a curse. It's a double-edged sword, because I feel like a little bit of that kind of hurts growth, but at the same time, I'm not going to force myself to play games that I don't want to play. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Y'all stay safe. Y'all be true to yourselves. Me, your boy, No Business, out of here. Deuces.